Greetings, this is M squared, and we are going to add and subtract some functions today. So notice this little, the way that we write it. We have f plus g of x. So we're taking the f and we're adding the g. So we need to go up here and find our f and our g, and then we add them together. So we say x squared minus 5x, that's our f, plus negative 3x plus 5, that's our g. So then it's just a matter of combining like terms. There's no x squareds, so we just put x squared down. There's two x's, and negative 5x plus negative 3x is negative 8x, and there's only one constant, so we put the 5 down. In this one, we're subtracting, so we take g, and we subtract, and don't forget to use parentheses when you subtract, because you're going to end up distributing that negative sign. We're subtracting the x and the negative 4. And when we do that, we're going to get minus x plus 4, because a minus a negative 4 is a plus 4. And then we combine like terms. Negative 3x and a negative x is a negative 4x, and those two make 9, and that's our answer there. And then these next couple examples are when you actually put a number in for x. So some people put the number in f and then the number in h and then subtract them, and other people will do this for x with x's first and then put the negative 3 in for x. It doesn't matter which way you do it. I tend to like to do them separately. So I'm going to actually find f of negative 3, and then I'm going to add it to h of negative 3. And so whatever's in the parentheses, doesn't matter what's in the parentheses, that's what my new x is. So instead of writing x squared minus 5x for my f of x, I'm going to put a negative 3 in every time I see x. And instead of doing h of x every time I see x, I'm going to put a negative 3. So I'm going to have x minus 4, that's where the x would have been, but instead of x, I'm substituting a negative 3. And then I do my order of operations. So I'd square first, I'd multiply next, and then from left to right, or when there's adding and subtracting. You don't have to go from left to right. You can do them whichever way is easier. Sometimes you try to find tens or whatever, or you can just use your calculator as well. But 9 plus 15 is 24. 24 minus 3 is 21. 21 minus 4 is 17. So my answer is 17. And now for our last one. Notice it has 3 different things, and the parentheses are important. I need to add these before I subtract that. So I'm going to do f of 2 plus g of 2. I'm going to do that first, and then afterwards I'm going to subtract h of 2. So f of 2 means I put a 2 in for x in the f. So 2 squared is 4, minus 5 times 2 is 10. Then it's g of 2, so that's negative 3 times 2, which is negative 6 plus 5. And h of 2 is 2 minus 4, and 2 minus 4 is negative 2, so I have a minus a negative 2. So I'm going to combine all this first. 4 minus 10 is negative 6. Negative 6 minus 6 is negative 12. So now I have a negative 12 plus 5, that's a negative 7. And I'm going to minus a negative 2. So I'm going to actually add 2, and negative 7 plus 2 is negative 5. And that is how you add and subtract functions. Good luck. M squared, signing out.